Hey gang, welcome back. I want to just put this out there for you. It's a brief tutorial on actually, what is this on? I have no idea. I'm going to pause this. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Mr. O'Connor again, and I want to give a brief tutorial on how we go through the ballot process. Ballot process meaning the people or things we're going to be voting on, right? So first we register to vote. Now we need to see the ballot. All right, so let's take a look together. So I'm taking the screen here, and this is the assignment. And when you click on because this is what some people had problems with. When you click on the PDF, you'll see that this is the information. And so again, just like the other PDF that we worked with, this one has embedded links, right? So the information we're looking for is a link to your Secretary of State elections page and the date of the nearest election. It's actually right on the top of this once you go in and select your state. So once again, we are selecting Illinois. Now, if you're, that was Idaho, it was the wrong state, Illinois. And so if you're curious though, you could take a look at other states. They don't all do the same thing. So now you have a reminder here to be counted for the census. It's a whole separate issue. But when you're up here, you have information right away. So what are we looking for? Let's go back to, we're looking for a link to the Secretary of State's election page and the date of the nearest election. All right, so here is the date of the nearest election. And so this actually is the Illinois Board of Elections website. So this is actually electionsillinois.gov is the website they're looking for. In some states, they will call this Secretary of State's webpage for state elections. In Illinois, it's just the Illinois State Board of Elections. All right, let's move on down. That's why some people found it confusing. I'm totally with you. All right, so we have here ballot measures. So ballot measures are going to be things that they're like proposals for laws, right? Initiatives, which is in the left column, come from the people themselves. You can go out, you can get like a number of signatures, and each state has a different requirement, maybe 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, whatever. And those are people who are backing your idea. And that's really, if you think about it, that's truly democratic because that actually comes from us, the people. Referendums are ideas for laws that are sort of mulled about by the state legislatures. And instead of them making them laws, they put them out to the public for a general response in the election, right? Illinois has one of those this year. So if we go to ballot ready, and we go to, got to put in an address, and I'm going to put in Nichols Middle School because it's just easier. Here we are. All right. All right, so Nichols Middle School, that's the address. I figure most people live around the school. This would make sense. And so here's what we're looking to do. We're looking to research the ballot. Now, again, this is a web quest. After you finish the initial assignment, go back and play around and look at these different tiles here. They'll give you some more information that will help you better understand this, all right? So you hit research ballot. Now we're going to research what is actually available to us, right? We know that we have the presidential election, and we click here. We can see that it's the presidential election. We can see that Joe Biden and Donald Trump are here, but we notice that there are other people here because guess what, guys? There's more than just two parties here, okay? There's also the state Senate here we have for different parties, and that's, the local, House of Representatives, Jan Schakowsky. Here is the state Senate. I went a little bit too far. And then you'll see that we have Dick Durbin, who's the incumbent, and then these other people in this frame here are running against him. There's a number of local candidates that are running, which you can click on these to find out. There are a number of judicial candidates. I think there's 48 in total in Cook County that are looking to be reaffirmed or elected. And then here we come to ballot measures. So really all the way on the bottom is the ballot measures. We click on that. There is an amendment to the Illinois Constitution based on the Illinois Graduated Income Tax Amendment. You could read what this says, but too long, didn't read. I'll give you the the lowdown here. Basically, they're taking the tax rate that was where everyone pays an equal portion, regardless of how much or how little you earn. And they're now going to make it related to the amount and have it be proportional, which should be somewhat more fair than having everyone chip in the same amount, right? I would encourage you to read this if you need greater understanding and bring questions to class about it if you'd like to do that, okay? So you'd put down it's a referendum because it's coming from Congress. You'd write out, you could say it's the Illinois income tax change. Here's the information for the person in the office here, in the offices that are up for election. Choose one. It doesn't matter which one. For example, if you, again, you go back to ballot ready, and let's say you chose the state senate. So you would choose the two candidates here, or one candidate, what the name of the office was, the purpose of the job, whether it's federal, state, or local, what branch of government, and the term limit. You may need to research those pieces of information depending on it. And then you want to know about the candidates. So you're going to see here in section A, you're selecting 3 issues you care about. In B, you're identifying top qualities of an elected official. And C, you identify if you agree or disagree with their positions, right? So to get that information, you go to Vote Smart. And here's where you'll be able to look up specific candidates. And so this is a little cagey, right? So if I write Richard Durbin, right, this is a little cagey. I hit it here. There it is. It's a little weird, but if I click on him and I wait for it to load, all right, so there it is. I can get a bio. I could find his votes. I could find his positions, ratings, speeches, funding, all this good stuff. So if we just go to, I guess, positions, right? Because that's usually what people are thinking about when they vote for an elected official. So if you want to know, and these are the issues here, and if you get like sort of their position for budget, like you click here and it talks about questions that he answered, campaign finance. I don't believe there's anything here for crime, but yeah, there is something there. So he didn't answer that question. So anything with the green dot, it was answered. Anything with the clear dot, it wasn't answered. So that's where you would get that information. And you would use that information for the candidates. So you'd find, both candidates for the same particular office. So it would be him and whoever he was running against. Here is the part in A where you select things that you feel are important. B are the qualities that you want in a person, and then you just balance those against the 2 candidates that I already mentioned that you're looking to check out. All right, and you make notes for yourself if you like. This doesn't have to be terribly exhaustive, but at least give it a shot and just do your best to find out something about the candidate and someone running against them, okay? Here in the rewind, again, just if you want to just list the 5-step process to figuring it out, or just talk about 5 things that you're taking away from this, from the information, that's fine as well. And again, the reflection. The reflection is always the most important part. So based on the decisions you made about your candidates and ballot measures, what can you tell me about your priorities as a voter? In other words, what is it that you're looking for in a candidate? What issues are most important to you? And was anything in this whole process surprising? Right? Again, these are the parts that we're going to bring to our discussion when I see you. If you're a odd number class, it'll be Tuesday. An even number class, it'll be Wednesday, okay? Now, if you feel a little shaky about this, then just reflect on the process of maybe feeling shaky about it. I think that that's equally valid because, let's face it, less than half the registered voters actually vote. And sometimes the reason is there's just too many things that they need to get in their head, right? So that frustration you're feeling, there are adults that feel the same way. And there are adults who then choose not to vote because of that. So I'd be really interested to hear what you thought, all right? And so that's pretty much what I've got. And so I think, again, if you have any questions or if there's anything I could do to help you better understand this, just contact me. But I think, I think it's acceptable if you get through this and you're like, I'm not really sure. There's a lot of information. This is kind of hard. I would say that's probably where most adults fall in this. It's a lot of work, and let's face it, people are busy trying to, maintain their families and maintain their livelihoods, and to have all this extra work um, can be a burden. But then again, all this extra work is determines how we live our lives. So it's very important. So I hope this was helpful. Also, give me feedback if any of this is helpful or how I could do better. I would love to hear from that. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you have a good Monday catching up, and I will talk to you all in class. Thanks.